As you know, there are two policy approaches, one that works and one that doesn't. The approach that President Obama has been following for 3.5 years, we've seen this before. In many ways, we're watching That 70s Show, and it's much of the same failed policies we saw under Jimmy Carter with very similar results. And, you know, the economic number I find most troubling is 1.5. In the last 3.5 years since Barack Obama's been president, our economy's grown 1.5%. That is less than half the historical average of 3.3%. As you know, under Ronald Reagan in 1984, GDP grew 7.2%. There is an approach that works, and it's a consistent, simple approach, which is limiting the burden of government on the economy, reducing taxes, reducing regulations. The only people that can create jobs are small businesses in the private sector, and when you put government in the way, it kills jobs. That has been consistent over and over again, and Mitt Romney understands that, and Barack Obama doesn't. The percentage of voters who are truly undecided is really quite small, and those who are there are a significant chunk of them that are frustrated by the partisanship they have seen by the president in Washington. You take something like ObamaCare. ObamaCare is the only major piece of social legislation in modern history to have been passed on a strictly partisan line. And you'll recall when ObamaCare was about to be passed, there were a series of elections that were in many ways referendum on it, beginning with the gubernatorial race in Virginia, where Republicans took it over from Democrats, going to the gubernatorial race in New Jersey, where Chris Christie, a Republican, took it over from Democrats, and most strikingly, in Massachusetts for Ted Kennedy's old Senate seat, in a race that was, for all intents and purposes, a referendum on Obamacare. And even in the People's Republic of Massachusetts, the voters didn't want Obamacare. They voted a Republican into Ted Kennedy's seat, and what did Barack Obama and Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid do? They arrogantly jammed it through nonetheless, knowing that the American people were opposed.